Hello Soloists, Agent Solo and Matt Rice here to run you through Wave 1 of Scenario 1 of Cloudspire. Here she is here, Cloudspire. Now I've gone through a setup. If you missed my setup, I have another video on this setup. I am now running through Wave 1 and we have different phases in this game. So how the game works in solo mode is we first roll this event die. Now there's some explanation down the bottom here what happens when I roll the event die. Certain things can happen, and this happens at every wave that you will notice, and there's 4 waves this game. As a reminder, the condition for me to win is to at least complete one of the objectives at the top here. The main easiest one is to defeat all minaret spires by the end of wave 4. I could also defeat their fortress gate and defeat all their spires to get all 3 points from this game. The way I lose is if I get my fortress destroyed, which is at a health of 10, or if I lose my hero Cram. Cram has a current health of 5. Alrighty, so first thing we do is roll the event die. I'm going to do that. I get 1. 1 corresponds to, down the bottom there, sorry. So down here, add an attack upgrade to Darb, even if not yet in play. Okay, so grab the orange attack chip, put it under Darb, who's over here. Okay, so he's got 1 extra attack when he comes out later in wave 3. The next step in this game, so that was the event die. That's separate for Soul. That's different to the multiplayer game. I believe the multiplayer game, which I have yet to play, has event cards, and we don't use them in the solo mode. There is then an income phase. We gain a certain amount of source. In this scenario, anyway, we don't get any source at this stage. What does that mean? Well, if I have no source, I can't advance my fortress yet. I can't build any earthscapes. Now, I'm allowed to buy one of them during the building phase, if I wish to. I can't purchase any merc chips. So, 0 source, market phase means I skip that. So market is this bit here. Do I want to buy anything for the market? I can't afford it. Okay, the cost is on the chips here. So I'll show you again. That's better. Let's just get a focus on this one. This is one of the merc chips. Has a cost of 3. And this kind of one, this blue one, can go underneath my hero. I can't afford any of that because I don't have any source yet. I'm on 0 source down here, which is using this blue wheel. Okay, I can get source by defeating some of their minions during an onslaught phase, which is about to happen. Build phase has a dash there, meaning there's no specific. I should explain this too. These dashes would say something specific about what I can't do or can extra do, and also what the AI specifically does. If it says specifically skip, that means I can't use it. Now, in the first phase, I don't have any source anyway to buy anything from the market. There's nothing here that's 0 cost. I've got 3, 3, and 4. The build phase, I need money for that. I need 2 source to either build an earthscape, which I don't want to at this stage, and I can't afford anyway, or you could look at the Brawnen reference sheet and see if there's anything that's 0 cost there. Now, I've got certain things here, like the source drill to get level 1's cost of 3. I don't have 3 source. You notice that they're all got costs on them. Stronghold's 4, smelter 6 even. So, that's not in the question for this first phase. So, we skip straight to the prep phase. I'm first going to prep the heirs at the moment. Now, it says that I have 5 CP. I'll do that in a moment. I'll do theirs first, and they'll come back to me. I'm also first player to go this round, so I move my minions first. So theirs, they have, in these brackets means they're grouped together, meaning all the units will come out together in one stack. So you've got to defeat the top unit to get the second unit out, and things like that. But only one of their units can attack, for example. And you'll see that happening in this phase. It says these are the ones that are grouped. The Harriers, the 3 Harriers are grouped together. And the asterisk means that they're on their upgrade side. So I'm going to grab 3 of their Harriers, which is all their Harriers. Harrier. Okay, health of 2, attacks 2, moves 4. Quick strike means it attacks before any of my towers can attack. And I don't have any towers yet anyway. So I'm going to grab all 3. I'm going to put just 2 health underneath. And just double check there. I've got the star on it, meaning it is on its upgraded side. And I'll put them at the top of their fortress right there. Then, final step before we can get going with the onslaught phase. This is still the prep phase here. I have 5 CP to spend. What does that really mean? Well, bring up some of my units here. So, I can't bring out any more heroes. I've got 2 more heroes here which I can't use. My options are, there's certain things here. So, for example, there's one called the Dispatch. Dispatch, it costs 3 of my CP. Has 3 health, 1 attack, moves for 2 each time, and can do more than just adjacent damage. It attacks from 2 away. Slightly different to the Spire. Spire automatically has 1 plus the number of green tokens underneath, chips underneath. So, for example, this minaret has a distance of 3. So, as soon as they move to there, he can start attacking. Units have it's 0 range to start with, and then it specifies if it has any other range. As far as I know, if you do upgrade a hero with range, upgrade hero to more range, I think someone was telling me you can only do that to heroes that have range written on it. I'm not sure about that one, so that's one thing I need to double check. If it comes up to it, if I upgrade it, I'll see what happens. Other options I have is a Battleborn. Apologies there, guys. Costs of 2 has. Oh, sorry, that's the upgrade side. Cost of 2. And at this moment, they're all on their non-upgrade side. I've got to be able to upgrade my fortress to get upgrade things out there. 3 health, 1 attack, 2 move. This one down here, if I didn't mention it before. This one down here, if I didn't mention it before, that's what they get if they defeat it. Now, AI does not gain source. This is for multiplayer, really. You'll see that when I attack one of theirs, I'll get their source. But AI does not have any source, doesn't accumulate source. So Battleborn's one. I could do an Architect, which will cost 4. I'd only be able to put one of them out. 4 there, 4 health. Builder means I could put a Spire on and it would go away. So he builds a Spire for me. I don't have any open spots yet. I need to open up these spots to be able to put Spires on or defeat their Spires. And that's the aim this round. I'm thinking I need to get rid of this spot here so I can put a tower on in the future. And possibly this one here later. Forsaken costs 7. I can't put him out yet. Come on, camera. Forsaken costs 7. I can't put him out just yet. Aegis. Aegis. Something like that. Aegis. Don't know. Aegis. On his normal side here. Cost 4. Armored means the first damage that comes through is absorbed. Doesn't hurt, doesn't take your health off. You've got 3 health, 2 attack, 2 move. And I've also got a Source Siege here, but that costs 6. I'm not going to show that just yet. Some options are, I could do a Battleborn and a Dispatch, 2 Battleborns, 1 Architect, 1 Aegis. I'm thinking I will do... I think I might do 2 Battleborn. Yeah, let's do 2 Battleborn. Non-upgrade sides. Am I going to group them or put them separate? Separate means they come out separately, of course. Group means they all come out into one, and then the top one has to be defeated for the next one to come out. But it might protect the other one underneath if I don't want to do that. I might do that. Just give it a go. So I'm going to group it. 3 health. Starts at my fortress. Alrighty, I get to go first. This is how the onslaught phase works. So I've got a hero and 2 Battleborns grouped. So I can either move the hero first or the Battleborns. So onslaught phase here. So you start your turn. So sometimes there's abilities that happen at the start of a turn. That happens now. You move all minions and heroes first. Then the Opponent spies can have the chance to fire, unless, of course, the quick strike. Exploration then occurs. That's when you want to explore the landmarks. And then, of course, you can then attack with your units. So, first start of my turn, I've got no start of the turn abilities. I'm then going to move. Movement, I'm thinking I'll leave Cram there. I'll move the Battleborn forward 2 because it has a movement of 2. Next is the Spies that fire. This has a range of 3. Well, range 2 plus 1 for the Spies. So 1, 2, 3 can't reach me. This one over here has a range of 2. So 2 plus 1 gives 3. Can't reach me. This definitely can't reach me. 1, 2. That, no. Elfin Kaza, I believe, moves during the minion movement for them. Okay. Next phase is exploration. I'm going to explore this with the Battleborn. Okay. It comes up as a Sibissa. Has 4 health, 2 movement. Now, it's not going to move anywhere at this stage. I guess they can move somehow. Not sure about that, how that works. I see, as far as I've seen, they stayed there. Toxic Secretion gives... You notice that minion said Toxic Secretion, so I've gone to my reference sheet, my general Cloudspire reference sheet, and down here, Toxic Secretion. Anytime a non-Greed unit moves onto a Hex adjacent unit, it is dealt 1 damage. So I assume that is from now on, if I move to an adjacent Hex, it's going to do 1 damage for me. I've got an option here, I could leave it. And normally in multiplayer, you would only just sneak peek it, so you wouldn't show the other person. But I'm playing solo, I'm going to turn it over. That matters if you have a certain minions that will, if you turn it, which has the word engage, and you have to take it on now. I'm just going to turn it over for the leave it there for just for solo purposes. It has 4 health, so I'm going to put 4 health on it. And now the decision whether I'm going to attack it or not. Now, if I attack it, it won't do any damage back to me. It doesn't have a symbol for damage back. It only has this Toxic Secretion if I move adjacent to it. So that means if I move the Battleborn here, it won't be attacked. If I move Cram to here, it will be. Another thing to notice, so going back a step, my Battleborn has moved across this pathway. It can only move on paths because it doesn't have any specific movements in the middle of it. Battleborn doesn't have any specific movement traits. If it doesn't, it can only follow paths. You'll notice, like, for example, on Cram has this mountain picture, so it can move onto everything except water. And there's like a hierarchy to this. You can move, so there's paths, plains, forests, mountains, water. I believe is the hierarchy. So some of the airs, like say for example the Elfin Kaze, he's got this water on him. That means he can move on everything pretty much. Everything up to water. And I think in this game anyway, water I think is the highest level of highest difficulty terrain. I don't think there's anything harder. Okay, so I may as well attack this thing, I think. Yeah. And it could help me if he gets his dudes up here too, or her, its. So I'm going to attack with Battleborn for 1. Now when you attack, you just look at the attack stat and just see if there's any abilities on the thing you're attacking. This thing has no abilities. Things would normally retaliate back, but this thing doesn't have any attack, so it's not going to retaliate at all. Cram is then going to do 2 damage, and it is down to 1 health left. Okay, that is the end of my turn. It is now over to the heir's turn. It has this group of Harriers over here. They all move together. They do not have any specific landmarks that they can walk over, so they must follow paths. How does this work? So the minions are going to aim at my fortress. It will follow the paths. It must keep moving. It must keep making progress, they call it. So for example, I can't just cheat and go, okay, this thing's going to go 1, 2, and then go backwards 1. You can't do that. It's got to always make progress. There is some little rules like lateral, and I'll show you in a moment here, just for an example. It's up to the heir's turn now. So they don't have any special traits, any special landmarks that they are allowed to walk on. So they must follow the path of these harriers. They move 4, which is a fair bit of movement. Now there's a couple options I can do here. You'll notice that there's more path around here. So there's a couple options I can do. I could make them move quicker, and it's up to me to do this, as long as they make progress, as it's called in the rules. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. You finish up there, or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. What you can't do is you can't go back on a previous hex. So I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. It's made progress, but it's gone back on a previous hex to go forward. And it's also gone further away from my fortress. So it can't do those movements. It could do lateral movements, and I'll show what I mean by that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that hex there is the same distance away from the fortress as that one. And that's counts as a lateral movement, and it's still made progress by the end. Okay? I can't do 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Because that hex here is further away than what that hex was. Because I'll have to come back over. I could go here, yes, it's a different hex, but I believe I can't do that. Now, someone's probably going to tell me in the facts that you probably could do that. I'm not sure. So that's yet another thing to help me out with this one. Because as I said, I'm still learning this game myself a bit. But I really love it. Just got to get my head around this. We've got to play it a few times, I believe. And this is only my 3rd go of this. Anyway, so he's going to go. I'm going to make him go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that lateral movement. End of his movement. He has quick strike, so he does something before my spies fire. I don't have any spies. He can't attack anything, nothing next to him. He is not going to investigate landmarks. AI does not do that. And he can't attack. Back to me. You notice that this can get quicker. I have to move first. I'm going to leave Cram where he is. Yes, because if I move, he's going to get toxically secreted for damage. Even though he has armoured, I'm just going to check armoured. Armoured. The key words here. So, armoured. When this unit is attacked. He's not attacked though, he's toxically secreted. So I think that means he still takes a damage. And this is the kind of terminology that can be confusing at first. But once you play, and once hopefully my video playthroughs help, along with, there's numerous other people that do this. I'm going to name drop a few here, like Ricky Royal, Pratsky has done one nice and early on. You know, there's a few guys that you can probably look at. Even the CTG guys themselves, Chip 3 Games, have done a few videos. So, myself haven't done as much research as I should for this, but hopefully this helps a bit. I'm going to assume he takes damage if he moves, so I'm not going to move him. I'm going to move the Battleborn though. 1, 2. Spies fire. This has a range 2 + 1, so 1, 2, 3. It's going to hit me. It has, okay, so high rise. It has 1 attack on the die. So it rolls 1 die at me. The dice has 4 1 sides. A critical being a 2, but you don't re-roll again or anything like that, just a 2. And there's also 1 blank side. So I've got 1 in 6 chance of missing this hit. It's a 1. I'll take a hit. Minaret will hit me. And it has 2 attack on it. So that means it rolls 2 dice. And you could kill one of the Battleborns here. 2 damage, which has defeated the top Battleborn. So I'll put it back in my... Now it just gets discarded back to your barracks. It's not like you can't use it again for the whole game. Heroes are like that. If heroes get defeated, and in this case here, if Cram gets defeated, I'll lose the scenario anyway. But if heroes get defeated in multiplayer, I believe, and some other single player games, they are removed from the game. I'll lose 1. This one goes back up to full health. Back to where it was. And that's it. I can't explore anything. I can now attack. Do I kill the Sabissa? So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He's probably need stopped. I may need it. Because it's probably too late to try and reveal this landmark now. This guy's gone past it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave Cram there. I'm going to leave the Sabissa there because I believe the Harry's going to get at me. And it could be handy to do some damage for me. So I'm not going to attack it. Battleborn can't attack anything else. Airs go. Moves 4. That's pretty simple. There's nothing else they can really do. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. I have no spires that can hit them. You can't hit anything. Back to my go. Now, you don't have the option to just go, I'm not going to move for minions. Heroes are different. So this is what I explained just before. Cram didn't move before because I have that option because he's a hero. Heroes don't have to move on their movement. They can even move backwards as well, things like that. Minions must have to keep making progress. So this Battleborn can't come around here because that's further away. So he's got to go 1. He can't go there or there, so it's 2 there. It's his 2 movement. Now, Spire's first fight. Now the Elfinkazi's here, but it moves during the movement phase. And it couldn't, I believe it couldn't, or could it? Has 3 roost on the wriggle. Look out. Ooh, okay. I think I might have stuffed up already. Pretty easy to miss some things in this game, I think. For me, anyway. 3 roost. So I believe, let's check it on the heirs reference sheet. Roost. And I better check it on the scenario as well. Elfinkazi may perch, and then Elfinkazi may perch, and their movement on top of the unit or spire, with hashtag becoming their movement stat. So he's got 3 move. Elfinkazi perch here do not prevent this unit or spire from remaining active. Yeah, I know that. So the spire can still attack with the Elfinkazi on it. Now the hashtag. Let's just double check it. Roost roam. Now it's a bit confusing on this. Is another thing I want to check because I've had this before too. So the roost roam. This unit will only move from its roost if it is able to move adjacent to an opposing hero. Well, Battleborns aren't a hero. But then you read on, it gets a bit confusing here. Just want some clarification on this. If this unit has multiple options of hexes to move into, it will choose a hex that is adjacent to as many opposing units as possible. Well, that makes sense. If I had a few units there, we'll try to move to a spot where it can get between the few units. When starting a turn off a roost, which it is, it will move adjacent to an opposing hero if possible, or if that option is unavailable, the closest opposing unit or spire. Well, that conflicts with the first statement. This unit will only move from a roost if it is able to move adjacent to an opposing hero. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But I take the Grim rule, read this last sentence, it will try to aim for a hero. If it can't, it's going to aim for my minion, which it can. So it should have last turn before flew over 1, 2, 3, glide bombed me during this movement phase. I'm not sure if it's the leading unit or what that is. Like when it moves, what should have moved before I moved the Harrier last round. Don't know. But moving the Elfinkazi there. What it should have done, glide bomb kills it. And don't worry, it will come back to annoy the hell out of me. So glide bomb, it will kill itself. So before or after this unit's movement, it may defeat, so it's after the movement, it may defeat itself in order to deal 2 damage to all adjacent units and fortress gates. So what I could do, and I think this is up to me where I move it. I could, instead of moving it 1, 2, 3 to there, I could move it 1, 2, 3 to there to do 2 damage to this minaret and me. Which is what I'm going to do. I think it's up to me where I move it to. Which I need that help, I think. So I should have done 2 damage to this guy before my turn started. He's got 1 damage left, but it will also do 2 damage to get rid of the fortification. On a spire, these fortifications count as 2 health. Not just 1, but 2 health. You have to do 2 health to it to damage it. Otherwise it resets. Okay. Back to my turn, what I was thinking. So, has to keep moving. 1, 2... Spire's fire. I'm not going to move Cram because he would get toxically secreted. Spire's fire. So this rolls 1. Does 1 damage. Kills my Battleborn, unfortunately. Okay. I could attack Sabissa. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it there because I know this Harry is going to come at me. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. No spires, can't attack. My turn. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit there with Cram because I've got no minions left. This guy. 1, 2, 3. Now he's going to be toxically secreted by this guy when he moves one more, which he will. He'll go 4. He'll get hit for 1. I'll just realise that there's still 3 of them there. I've done terrible this round. Oh well. I probably should not have grouped those guys. That's something to learn. You always learn when you play these games. Toxic secreted. Now the quick strike means before spires. So toxic secretion assume is before spires. Spires fire. Oh sorry, quick strike. Now, who does he aim for? Back in your scenario book. There is AI unit attack priority. Firstly, he'll try and hit my fortress gate if he can. Now, this turn he can. So he's going to quick strike my fortress gate. So he does 2 damage. This is absolutely horrible. But then my gate will do 1 damage back as a retaliation and will kill the top Harrier. So get a health back for the bottom Harrier. This Harrier is gone ski. Okay. Now, when that one dies, this one doesn't get to go again. He has to wait for his turn later. Alright, over to my go. Cram can do 2 damage. To straight up kill one of the Harriers. Now, this Harrier won't get to retaliate because it's a different Harrier. Retaliation only occurs if it doesn't die. So it's a different Harrier. His go, he's at the fortress gate. He'll attack my gate again for 2 damage. I'll go down to 6. I'll do a damage back. Back to my go. I have a choice here. I could kill Sabissa, but I might wait for the next turn to do that. Yes. So I'm going to kill the Harrier. Oh, when I kill the Harrier with Cram, he should have leveled up. Now with Cram, when he levels up, he's got 2 upgrade slots available. So each time you kill, you get an upgrade. With him, do I get a fortification or another attack? 2's not a bad attack. I think I'll get the Fortify, which will just act as another health for Cram. It goes underneath. So Fortifies on heroes act as just another health for them, another health buffer. So it's a bit different to the Spire. Should have got the, anyway, now he's about to attack again. He'll get another level up once I kill this guy. Now I'm not sure if he can get range or not. I wouldn't mind getting some range on him because it's kind of handy to have 2 range. I'm going to put range on him. I know someone's probably going to tell me that I can't do that. I'm not sure if I can or not, but I'm going to add a range as my second upgrade to Cram. That's it. Now, I've got my hero still, but he goes into campfire mode when their minions are gone. Minions and heroes are gone. Okay. That's the end of Wave 1. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Please let me know if there's any problems that I've come across. I'm sure I have. This is why I'm doing this in a way. I'm here to not only show new people to the game what it looks like, how much I enjoy these type of games. Pretty much every game I show on my channel is games that I'm loving to play, either casually or seriously. This one I'm loving my play so far. I'm only new to it. But the second thing is I want to show this so that I can learn better from the rules as well. People tend to pick up problems. People share things and show me files like, oh, here's your facts, here's what should have happened. And I really do appreciate that. I'm here to learn as well, guys. So please feel free to comment on this stuff. I might stop the video here and I'll do Wave 2 very soon.